Do you love where you live? People in Tennessee might think they live in the best place in the state. After all, you wouldn't spend your life somewhere you truly didn't love, right? Not exactly. In fact, a Pew Research Center study determined that almost half of Americans would rather live somewhere else than they do now. Well, if you're in one of the Tennessee cities we're about to highlight, odds are you don't want to go anywhere. The goal today is to analyze the best cities in Tennessee to live. How did we do it? Well, we looked at the places with low crime, great jobs, great weather, affordable housing, and solid schools. We even looked at short commute times. You might be surprised by the results. So pull up a chair and put a smile on your face as we look at Tennessee's best cities. Our first stop on our tour of Tennessee's best city starts in Mount Juliet. While lots of people in Tennessee might be like, "Are you kidding me?" when you look at the data, it's actually a great place to live. Crime is the third lowest in the state, and they have the second best public schools in Tennessee. Plus, Mount Juliet residents are in the top 10 for income levels. Our next best city to live in Tennessee is Bartlett. The unemployment rate here is really low. It's relatively safe in Bartlett, and the housing market's solid. And if you like sunny days, this is your place. It's the kind of place where you can just chill, yo. However, the public schools aren't as good as they are in other districts, so your kids might not be getting the best education. Continuing our best city tour of Tennessee brings us to Nolensville. This awesome city ranks 10th in income levels, 3rd in school spending, and there are hardly any vacant homes. That means lots of people want to live here. Crime is really low and the public schools are great. If you live in Nolensville, you're probably straight chillin'. If you're looking for a great place to live, you might want to consider Collegedale. Believe it or not, Collegedale families earn some of the highest incomes in the state. And people here are pretty cheerful. Plus, each Collegedale school kid gets about 1,000 more each than the state average. It sure beats some of the other middle-of-the-nowhere places in Tennessee where you could call home, that's for sure. Franklin comes in as the 6th best city to live in Tennessee. While there's tons of places in Tennessee where people are pretty backwoods, you won't find that here, where residents earn on average the 3rd highest incomes overall. Franklin's 3rd lowest for crime, too. However, the bad side of this area is commute times. There aren't too many other places in Tennessee where you'll sit in the car longer going to and from work. Despite the fact that many people haven't considered it before, Spring Hill is actually a great place to live. Families are comfortable here and the housing market's doing just fine. And it seems just about everyone in Spring Hill is in a great mood all the time. No surprises here that Collierville is one of the best places to live in the state. Collierville takes number 1 in 3 categories. It's the safest place to live, the unemployment rate's one of the lowest in the state, and surprisingly, commute times aren't that bad. If you don't have a job in Collierville, it's because you simply refuse to work. Where's the 3rd best city to live in Tennessee? You might be surprised to hear it, but it's Signal Mountain. Not only is Signal Mountain one of the most beautiful cities in the state, it has great schools and low crime. Plus, it's not very crowded. And if you want to get away to a bigger city, it's easy. Yeah, people in Signal Hill have it made. This may not be a popular opinion, but when you look at the data, Brentwood is the 2nd best city you can live in Tennessee. People here are really successful and folks in Brentwood earn pretty decent salaries, thank you very much. That means you can retire a lot earlier. Plus, you don't have to watch your back all the time since crime is really low. And where's the best city to live in Tennessee? That would be Germantown. Surprised? Households in Germantown are in the top 10 when it comes to average incomes. And not only do Germantown folks earn great salaries, most of them are employed. Plus, you have a ton of stuff to do within a short drive. Factor in lots of fun, low crime, and lots of friendly people, and you've got one hell of a place to call home. If you live in Germantown or any of the other Tennessee cities we mentioned, congratulations. You certainly have a reason to smile.